At night, when the world quiets and the body finally finds stillness, something profound begins within us. The eyes, those silent witnesses to a lifetime of joy, pain, and ordinary moments, begin their quiet process of healing. But for many of us in the later seasons of life, that healing is no longer effortless. Blurred vision, dry eyes, sensitivity to light, these are not just symptoms, they are the body's way of whispering, "I need care." Perhaps you felt it too, that subtle ache behind your eyes after a long day, the way you squint at your book even under a bright lamp, the struggle to focus not just with your sight but with your being. And perhaps you've wondered, is this just part of getting older, or is there something I can do gently, naturally, to help my eyes rest and recover while I sleep? The answer lies not in medication or surgeries, but in ancient wisdom and modern science converging through 6 simple healing drinks you can prepare before bedtime. Each one is drawn from nature, supported by research, and chosen to work with your body's natural rhythms. Tonight, we begin a journey not just to care for your vision, but to return home to yourself, not through effort, but through stillness, through presence, through intention, and it begins with something as simple as a warm cup in your hands. The first drink I wish to share with you is as mysterious as twilight and just as calming. It is called butterfly pea flower tea. Perhaps you have seen it before, a cup of deep indigo, almost blue-violet, like the color of dusk settling over a quiet garden. But this tea is more than beautiful. It holds within it a quiet strength that speaks directly to your eyes. The butterfly pea flower, known in scientific circles as Clitoria ternatia, has long been used in traditional medicine throughout Southeast Asia. But only recently has science begun to confirm what ancient cultures already knew. The petals contain powerful antioxidants, especially anthocyanins, that help to improve blood circulation in the eyes, protect retinal cells, and reduce oxidative stress, which is one of the primary causes of age-related vision decline. In 2021, a study published in the Journal of Ethnopharmacology noted the flower's potential to support cognitive and visual health through its antioxidant profile. Another study found that regular consumption of butterfly pea flower extract improved blood flow in capillaries around the eyes, a subtle yet important foundation for nighttime repair. But I do not invite you to drink this tea only for what it does. I invite you because of what it feels like. When steeped in warm water, the flower releases a color so rich, it's as if the evening sky has melted into your cup. Take a moment, sit, breathe in its gentle aroma. As the tea touches your lips, let your shoulders drop. Let your jaw relax. Let your eyes, those tired, noble companions, feel held. This is not a medicine. It is a ritual, a gesture of care toward the part of you that has witnessed everything life has placed in your path. And it is easy. 1 teaspoon of dried butterfly pea flowers in hot water. Steep for 5 to 7 minutes. Watch as the color unfolds like a meditation in silence. You may drink it plain or with a touch of lemon for brightness. Sip it slowly, not just to help your eyes repair, but to remember that even now, in this season of life, healing is still possible. Sometimes all it takes is the willingness to sit still and receive. Second, saffron tea. In the quiet of aging, we begin to seek light in new places, not in the sky, but in the small rituals that nourish what time has weathered. Saffron tea is one such ritual. Drawn from the delicate red threads of the Crocus sativus flower, saffron has long been treasured in ancient healing traditions. It was once worth more than gold, not for its rarity, but for what it offered: warmth, clarity, and renewal. Today, we are beginning to understand through science why this humble flower holds such quiet power. Within saffron are compounds known as crocin and safranal, which help protect and restore photoreceptor cells in the retina. In a clinical trial published in Evidence-Based Complementary and Alternative Medicine, older adults with age-related macular degeneration experienced measurable improvements in vision after just 3 months of daily saffron supplementation. Researchers believe these compounds reduce oxidative stress and support better oxygen flow to the eye, two essential elements for nighttime repair. But healing, in truth, begins before the body responds. It begins with intention. To make saffron tea, you need only a few threads. Place them in warm water, not boiling. Wait, watch. Slowly, the water begins to change. A golden hue blooms from the center of the cup, as if dawn itself is unfolding. It's not a loud color. It doesn't shout. It whispers. The aroma is subtle, earthy, floral, gently sweet. And when you drink, you may feel the warmth reach behind your eyes, into the hidden places that have long gone unattended. Saffron is also known to ease tension in the nervous system. Some studies suggest it gently lifts serotonin, calming the mind and preparing the body for rest. And rest, as we know, is where all repair begins. But what saffron offers cannot be measured only in milligrams or studies. It offers something more personal. It invites you to slow down, to care, to honor the part of you that still sees the world each day. Perhaps not as sharply as before, but no less deeply. Aging is not a fading, it is a return. And saffron, with its golden softness, reminds us that light can come not just from outside, but from within. Drink it before bed, not just to see better, but to feel more whole. Because the eyes do not only see outward, they carry what the heart remembers. And saffron, with its quiet grace, knows how to keep that memory alive. Third, blueberry tea. There is something gentle about the end of the day. The light fades, the body softens, and the mind begins to loosen its grip on the world. It is in this space between effort and rest that healing becomes possible. Blueberry tea belongs in that space. Made from dried blueberries or their leaves, this tea carries a deep indigo hue, much like the color of twilight itself. But behind its calm surface lies a remarkable strength. One that has quietly earned the respect of both ancient herbalists and modern science. Blueberries are rich in anthocyanins, a class of antioxidants that help reduce inflammation and improve blood flow, especially in the small, delicate vessels around the eyes. In a study published in Molecular Vision, researchers found that these compounds help protect retinal cells from oxidative stress, a key factor in the development of age-related macular degeneration. Another study in Journal of Agricultural and Food Chemistry showed that regular intake of blueberry extract improved night vision and supported faster retinal recovery after light exposure. For aging eyes that tire quickly or struggle with glare, this kind of support is more than welcome, it's needed. But what makes blueberry tea meaningful is not only what it does, but how it feels. When steeped, it releases a soft, slightly sweet aroma like a memory of summer fields. The first sip is quiet, smooth, comforting. It doesn't demand attention, but it receives yours. And in that moment, you are no longer just drinking tea. You are offering something kind to yourself. This tea is especially helpful for those who spend time in front of screens or who feel a dull ache behind the eyes at the end of the day. Its natural compounds support the muscles within the eye, helping them relax after long hours of tension. And yet, the act of drinking it, the pause, the warmth, the color, is perhaps the most healing part. You see, aging invites us to look inward, to replace speed with rhythm, to trade urgency for presence, and blueberry tea becomes a companion in that practice. It tells you, sit down, let go, trust that your body, even now, knows how to restore itself, if only you create the conditions for it. So prepare it with care, a small handful of dried blueberries or a tea bag in hot water. Let it steep, let it settle, let yourself settle with it. And as you drink, know this. Your eyes may be aging, but the way you see, deeply, with compassion, with wisdom, is more vibrant than ever. The tea simply helps clear the way back to that clarity. Fourth, turmeric milk. Not all healing begins with silence. Some begin with warmth, deep, golden, and steady. Turmeric milk is warmth made visible. Known in many traditions as golden milk, this drink has long been used as a remedy for the body's pain and the mind's restlessness. Its main ingredient, turmeric, is more than a spice. It is medicine that speaks gently but acts with great resolve. Turmeric contains curcumin, a compound studied extensively for its anti-inflammatory and antioxidant properties. In the eyes, curcumin plays a quiet yet powerful role. It helps protect retinal cells from oxidative damage, supports blood flow to the optic nerve, and reduces chronic inflammation, one of the hidden enemies of aging vision. A review in the journal Progress in Retinal and Eye Research highlighted curcumin's potential to slow the progression of diseases like glaucoma and age-related macular degeneration. Though not a cure, its presence in the bloodstream is like a soft shield, guarding, preserving, supporting. But again, healing is not just about function, it is also about feeling. To prepare turmeric milk is to engage in a simple act of care. You warm a cup of milk, plant-based or dairy. Stir in a half teaspoon of ground turmeric. Add a pinch of black pepper, not for taste, but to awaken curcumin's absorption. Perhaps a touch of honey, if you wish. Then you hold it. Let the steam touch your face before the liquid touches your tongue. Its flavor is earthy, slightly bitter, slightly sweet. Its warmth travels downward through the throat, the chest, into the belly. It tells your nervous system, you are safe now, you can rest. For seniors who struggle with dry eyes, pressure behind the eyes, or the silent erosion of clarity, turmeric milk becomes more than a drink. It becomes an invitation to let go of tension, to trust the body's intelligence, to remember that repair is still possible, especially in rest. And it helps sleep too. Studies suggest curcumin may increase serotonin and reduce markers of stress in the brain, offering a deeper, more restorative rest. And sleep, as you know, is where the eyes repair what the day has worn down. But above all, golden milk is a comfort. It reminds you that even in aging, there is richness. Even in slowing down, there is depth. And even in the simple act of drinking a cup before bed, there is healing. Let it be more than routine. Let it be ritual. Let it be a way to say to your body, I still care. I still listen. I am still here. And through that care, your eyes, quietly, faithfully, begin to mend. Fifth, chia seed with coconut water. Some remedies do not arrive in fire or force. They come in whispers, in stillness. Chia seeds in coconut water are like that. Quiet, simple, unassuming, but profoundly nourishing. At first glance, they appear modest, tiny black seeds suspended in a clear, almost sacred liquid, but as they sit, they begin to swell, forming a soft gel around each seed. This transformation is not just visual, it mirrors something deeper, a reminder that healing often requires time and patience, that even what is small can expand into strength. Chia seeds are among the richest plant sources of omega-3 fatty acids, particularly alpha-linolenic acid, ALA. These essential fats are critical for the structure and function of cell membranes, including those in the retina. Studies in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition have linked higher omega-3 intake with a reduced risk of dry eye disease and age-related macular degeneration. But chia also offers something else: zinc, antioxidants, fiber, and hydration. Together, they support the microcirculation of blood to the eyes, reduce inflammation, and promote overall cellular repair. Coconut water, too, is more than refreshing. It provides natural electrolytes, potassium, magnesium, and small amounts of sodium, which help balance hydration throughout the body, including in the delicate tissues of the eyes. When the body is properly hydrated, the eyes remain moist, nourished, and less prone to irritation. Combined, these two ingredients form a tonic that supports the eyes not only through nutrients, but through rhythm, the rhythm of preparation, the rhythm of drinking slowly, the rhythm of allowing healing to come in its own time. To make it, soak 1 tablespoon of chia seeds in a cup of pure coconut water. Let it rest for at least 20 minutes or longer if you wish. Watch how each seed softens, how each drop turns more vibrant. It is like watching the body remembering how to heal. The texture may surprise you, soft, round, a little playful. The taste is mild and earthy, but what matters more is what follows. A sense of internal calm, of gentle fullness, of being hydrated from the inside out. You may drink it cool or at room temperature before bed. Especially on warm nights, it soothes the body without weighing it down. And while your eyes will benefit from the omega-3s, the hydration, and the quiet anti-inflammatory support, something else happens too. You begin to see that care does not need to be dramatic. It can be small, intentional, consistent. And in this quiet consistency, the eyes, so often taken for granted, begin to soften, to restore, to see again with gratitude. Because sometimes the most powerful medicine is presence. 6th, warm walnut milk. There is something deeply human about warmth, not the kind that comes from the sun, but the kind that travels from your hands to your heart and stays there. Warm walnut milk is one of those rare comforts, a drink that not only nourishes but reminds you of what it means to be cared for. Walnuts are sometimes called brain food, but their wisdom extends to the eyes as well. Rich in omega-3 fatty acids, especially alpha-linolenic acid ALA, they help protect the delicate structures of the retina and support the health of the optic nerve. These essential fats reduce chronic inflammation and preserve the moisture that aging eyes so often lack. In a study published in the journal Nutrients, researchers found that diets high in omega-3s, especially from nuts, were linked to a significantly lower risk of age-related macular degeneration and glaucoma. The vitamin E found in walnuts further enhances this protection, acting as a natural antioxidant to defend eye tissues from oxidative stress. But knowledge alone does not heal, ritual does. To prepare warm walnut milk, blend a small handful of soaked walnuts with warm water until smooth. You may strain it or leave it full-bodied, a pinch of cinnamon perhaps, a touch of honey if sweetness brings you ease. As you heat it gently, something else happens. The aroma rises, nutty, earthy, familiar. You wrap your hands around the cup. It is not just warmth you feel, it is memory. The memory of being held, the memory of being enough. Drink it slowly, as if time has no claim on you. Let each sip move through your body like an embrace. Let it soften your breath, your jaw, your thoughts. Let it remind you that rest is not something you must earn. It is something you are allowed. This drink also supports deeper sleep, a key part of healing. Walnuts contain melatonin, a hormone that signals the body it is time to rest. For eyes that have strained all day, for minds that carry decades of remembering, sleep is not escape, it is restoration. And in that sleep, the nutrients from this milk go quietly to work. They do not fix everything, but they nourish, they protect, they make space for repair. Sometimes we forget that small things still matter. A single nut, a single cup, a single night of true rest, but the body does not forget. So tonight, as you sit with this warm milk in your hands, know that you are doing something meaningful, not loud, not grand, but kind. You are caring for the eyes that have watched your life unfold. And in that care, something begins to heal. Not just your vision, but your way of seeing how and when to use these drinks. Healing is not something you force. It is something you allow. And the way you welcome these drinks into your life matters just as much as what they contain. Each of the 6 drinks we've explored has its own rhythm, its own quiet power. But when it comes to making them part of your nightly ritual, there is one thread that connects them all: intention. Do not drink them in a hurry. Do not make them an item on a checklist. Instead, let them be the doorway through which your body begins to release the tension of the day. The best time to take these drinks is in the evening, about 1 to 2 hours before bed. This gives your body time to absorb their nutrients while also avoiding waking in the night to use the restroom. Start by choosing one drink each night. You do not need all 6 at once. Rotate them throughout the week. Let your body tell you what it needs. On nights when your eyes feel dry and tired, turmeric milk or chia with coconut water may soothe you best. On nights when your vision feels strained, perhaps saffron or blueberry tea will speak louder. Serve each drink warm or at room temperature. Heat softens, cold contracts. As we age, warmth becomes more than comfort. It becomes medicine. If you're using tea, steep it longer than you did in your youth. Let the herbs have time to open. If you're using seeds or milk, prepare them mindfully. The act of preparation is not separate from the act of healing. Drink slowly. Sit while you sip. Turn off the noise. No television, no phone, just you, your breath, and the warmth in your hands. This is not just about eye health. It is about giving your nervous system permission to settle. And when the body settles, it heals. If you're on medication or have dietary restrictions, consult with your physician before adding any new drink to your routine. Healing and safety are not opposites, they are companions. And remember, consistency is more important than intensity. You do not need to feel something dramatic. Trust the quiet work being done beneath the surface. One cup, one night, then another. Over time, these simple drinks become more than remedies. They become rituals of self-respect. Not because they change who you are, but because they honor who you've always been. So choose your drink, boil the water, measure the seeds, warm the milk, sit down, and say to yourself, not with words, but with presence, I am worth caring for. Because you are. And your eyes, which have seen a lifetime's worth of beauty and sorrow, are still worthy of healing. Tonight, let the healing begin. Evening eye. Relaxation practices. Before sleep takes you, there is a space, a gentle space, where the body releases the day and the eyes, so often forgotten, begin to soften. In that space, you are invited to practice not effort, but kindness. The following movements are not exercises. They are acts of care. Begin with warmth. Balming is simple. Rub your hands together until they grow warm. Then gently place your palms over your closed eyes. No pressure, just warmth and darkness. Breathe slowly. Let the warmth of your own hands seep into the tired muscles behind your eyes. This is not just physical, it is a message. It says, you are safe now, you can let go. Next, let your eyes blink with awareness. Blinking meditation is not about vision but rhythm. Close your eyes for 3 seconds, open them slowly, again. Repeat this, letting each blink arrive like a wave on the shore. Let your breath move with it. This simple motion moistens the eyes, resets tension, and brings the nervous system into stillness. 10 blinks are enough. Then let your vision drift outward. Stand or sit near a window or anywhere with space in front of you. Practice distance gazing. Look into the distance, not at an object but through the space itself. Do not focus. Let your eyes wander gently into the vastness. This allows the tiny muscles of the eye to relax, expanding your field of perception. In silence, it may feel like you are seeing the sky within yourself. Finally, offer touch. With the pads of your ring fingers, gently massage the space around your eyes. Begin at the temples, draw slow circles, then move along the brow, under the eyes, the bridge of the nose. Let your breath guide the pace. The pressure is light, like memory. This massage increases blood flow, calms the mind, and soothes tension held in the face, forehead, and eyes. You do not need to do all of these at once. One is enough. The purpose is not completion, it is connection. These practices, done just before sleep, prepare the body not only to rest, but to restore. They are the final gesture of the day, a soft bow to the part of you that has watched, witnessed, and wandered through every season of life. And when you finish, do nothing else. Close your eyes, let the dark hold you. Trust that as you sleep, something unseen is already healing. Your